Cartoons.
This is Mixed Up with Chernobyl.
Hi everybody! Today we are reacting to the Wiiviewr The Grinch Christmas Adventures review! So, happy holidays and let's go!
The Grinch Christmas Adventures. Well, this is it, my final review of the year. I did 44 reviews this year. And I wanted to finish it with a great title. But unfortunately, I decided to review this game instead. It's not terrible, but it feels like the gameplay has a split personality. It's a platformer slash stealth game. The two genres don't really work well together. One of them can actually be enjoyable, and the other is stealth. I really don't like stealth games. The only one
Still
that I
got a good
remember
stealth
liking
on that
is the one
own.
from last year called Unmetal. But that one was really funny, and the craziness helped
Still
lessen
very
the dull stealth
funny.
sections.
How
This is
about
very
things could
loosely
be
based on
going
the
on in
book
here?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And when I mean loosely based, I should probably say very slightly based. The levels that you're in really didn't feel like you were doing anything in the book. Only those basic cursory
man,
levels.
I never
As you
heard
go
about
through
the
levels, they will
Grinch,
actually show you
but I
parts of
know
the
this
book.
story
And that's
coming
their way of
true.
saying, yeah, we're kind of following this. But I do want to say
Yeah,
that the narration
you go for
and
the,
writing of the book
For
is
this Santa
phenomenal.
Claus to
And
come
he
here.
slid down the chimney. A rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it,
Hey, that's
then
rhymes!
so could the Grinch.
If you'd like, you could actually just have the narrator read you the book instead of just playing the game, and I probably would suggest that anyway. When you're playing the platforming sections, it's broken up into 18 different levels. The first 5 or so levels deal with getting down the mountain, so you can get into Whoville, and it really drags on. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. They do occasionally add new things, but it's not enough to justify this many levels. But they should have just broken it down into 2 or 3 levels. You can tell that they're dragging things out, as it takes so long to get to the bottom of the mountain.
I
the
know
same
it's a
goes for
very
Whoville.
good
It just keeps
Christmas
going.
line,
They
yes.
should have cut a great deal of the
But that's
repetitive
a
levels out of it.
concentration,
The
no.
platforming is okay. It's more challenging
Very
than you might
limiting on
expect,
it,
but you do
less
have
on
unlimited
this.
tries. You have a heart which will lower if you get hit too much. But if you die, you're just going to have to go back to the last checkpoint. I will say having a heart very small in the beginning and upgrading it over time was a very clever use of a plot point in the book. Speaking of upgrades, as you find jigsaw puzzle pieces in the levels, you're going to use them to put a puzzle together. And when it's completed, you unlock new abilities. Like
Still
the
one
ability
of the
to
good
double jump,
solving
get a bigger
puzzles
heart,
like
and a whip
always.
you can use to attach to certain
Now,
spots.
that's
Or a
exactly
jetpack, which
this
you can
time
use
about
to get around
this.
some of the puzzles in the game. For example, there are a few doors where you need to use your dog.
Feels so
whose name
adorable about
Max
the
to help
puzzles, you know.
However, with the jetpack, you can just
There
barely
you
jump
can
over
do
the door
crawl
frame
things
and just
and do
bypass
that.
the whole puzzle. Some of the upgrades were required for unlocking levels, so you're going to need to find those pieces. You will jump around the environment collecting presents, which are everywhere. What happened? Did Santa spring a leak in his sack when he was heading back to the North Pole? Why are there presents littering the Grinch's home? I understand why they're in Whoville, but they don't make any sense when you're heading down the mountain. In the platforming sections, there are often hidden paths, which might be hiding the jigsaw pieces. But more often than not, they're in the homes you need to break into.
Hey,
This is my
it's
second
coming up for
Christmas
the
game in a row
club
where
event,
you have to break
but
into
you
people's
still keep
houses.
an eye
Is
on
this gonna
these
be a new
prizes,
Christmas
you know?
tradition? At least in this game,
Still
it makes
get a lot of
narrative sense.
Christmases
Unlike
to
the
do
previous
this
one, which
and
was Dave's
things.
Advent calendar, which we just go into their homes for no reason, other than marking them off on a calendar. And we're like, I guess I'm gonna rob number 4 today. These sections happen way too often, and you can't just speed through them, as you need to look all over the house for these jigsaw pieces in order to upgrade your character. The houses were the places you're going to find the most jigsaw pieces.
I know what they
You would
say,
have to
that
avoid
dog
the residents
Max,
who would try to
I know
harm
that
you.
dog
They
named
don't care
Max.
that you broke into their house. They just want to give you a
Girl wants
squeeze.
exactly like
If they
this
do
one
catch
on
you,
this.
you'll lose a part of your heart, or if you don't have any left, you'll just die. And you'll need to do that part again. They do give you places to hide all over the place. And because everyone in this house has the attention span of a turkey, they'll forget about you very quickly. You're going to have to try to avoid making noise, as it will actually fill up a meter. Even walking makes it go up. You can send Max out while you're hiding in order to help you find the presents or jigsaw pieces. However, the camera stays with you, so you're going to have to blindly move him around as long as they let you do this. Because at a certain point, if he gets too far away, they just bring him back.
Wow,
Occasionally,
that's
they
a
do
lot
change
of
up the
puzzle
gameplay by
teasing,
having
you know
ski
they
down a
say.
hill or throw presents
You
from
might go
outside. These
sledge
levels were
for
actually pretty
sometimes
short
about
compared to the
this.
normal levels. After you leave the mountain, you spend time in Whoville, robbing every house you can. And you're just doing the same platforming and robbing again. It's
Hey, I know
exactly
right
the same
nice
as the
about
mountain
this.
section. Only this time it's in a different location. It was just so tedious. You can play this in multiplayer, where one of you controls the Grinch and the other one controls Max. I found it kind of unnecessary since the game was really made for the Grinch's character.
Still
And
got
bugging
players
mechanic
to do
just works
this.
fine, so you don't really need multiplayer. Unless you just want to help your child as Max. The Grinch Christmas Adventures could have been better if they cut out 50% of this game. Most of the levels were just the same thing. Platforming, stealth robbing, and rinse and repeat. Instead of making entertaining levels, they just made more of
Ooh,
them.
that's
And
gonna be fun for
disappointing.
Christmas,
To me,
you
this is
know?
almost a sale, but I think I'm actually going to say you should skip it. I did like that they added the
Still
whole book,
skip.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And it was narrated really well. And in the extras, it did show the making of the book itself, which was also cool. But do I think that's worth $40? No! The levels were so dragged out, and I could see kids getting bored with it. So I would just probably skip it. Well, with that, I am done with reviews for the year. Up next is my top 10 worst games I reviewed this year list. Thank you for watching.
And now it's time for Claw Vent.
It's day 21. This is the one. That's it. That's it. Yep, that's it. Yeah. Nope.
Oh. And it's bringing the snow with it.
First try, dude.
Nice.
Ow, wow. Okay. Bro. Pikachu.
3 Pokemon? It looks like there's a Pikachu, this guy, and Parker says his name is Ralph. Ah!
Ralph, almost Christmas.
Well, that's all folks. Good night. Thanks for watching.
Get lost!
Well, thank you, Rocky. See you soon. Bye.
Merry Christmas 2025 everyone. Have a happy holidays.